Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're tackling a really big one: how service design can transform huge, complex organizations, specifically healthcare.
That's right. We're looking at a system, the U.S. healthcare system, where something like $265 billion is wasted every year. Just staggering.
It really is. And our focus is a key talk from the Service Design Global Conference, SDGC 25. We're jumping into the main stage stuff from day 2, Thursday, October 16th.
The conference theme was Business Transformation by Design, leading modern organizations through service design. Very fitting for this.
And the specific talk.
It was From Projects to a Practice, using journey management to transform experience design and delivery in healthcare. Presented by Jennifer Porteous, who's the head of National Experience and Design Strategy at Kaiser Permanente.
Kaiser Permanente, or KP.
Yeah.
Even though they're known for being integrated, nonprofit, mission-driven, they still face this core challenge, right? Fragmented experiences for their members.
Exactly. It sounds familiar, but in healthcare, the stakes are just so much higher. They found their internal focus meant members were doing the heavy lift, basically, just trying to navigate their own care.
That classic silo problem, but yeah, amplified. So they needed a shift.
A big one. From thinking in terms of isolated projects to, well, a unified way of operating. And that pivot point, that solution, is what they term journey management.
Okay, journey management. Let's unpack that. How did KP define it?
They frame it as an ongoing strategic practice of understanding, orchestrating, and optimizing consumers' end-to-end experience with us. The key word there is ongoing.
Right, not just a one-off. But journey management can sound a bit like heavy process, maybe even bureaucracy. How did they get buy-in?
Well, that gets to maybe the most critical insight for service designers listening. It's about changing the mindset, moving the journey map from just being a design artifact.
You mean like that beautiful map you create, present, and then it maybe sits on a shelf?
Precisely that. Moving it from that to being an operating construct, something the whole organization uses.
An operating construct. Okay, what does that practically mean for the teams doing the work?
It means the journey isn't just a picture anymore. It becomes the actual framework for making decisions. It's the structure that unifies strategic conversations, helps set priorities across different departments, breaks down those silos.
So the journey itself starts driving investment and objectives, not just individual project briefs.
Exactly. It becomes the persistent lens. And to give that direction, they established a clear experience vision. They wanted the KP experience to be easy, personalized, connected, and trusted, EPCT.
Easy, personalized, connected, trusted. Why those four specifically in such a complex healthcare setting?
Well, think about the problems. Easy tackles the navigation difficulty. Personalized moves beyond one-size-fits-all, which is critical in health. Connected directly addresses those internal silos we talked about.
And trusted, in healthcare, that's table stakes, isn't it?
Absolutely non-negotiable. It's the foundation. Without trust, patients don't engage, treatments don't work as well. So these EPCT criteria gave every single team, whether they're in IT or clinical care or billing, a shared, measurable goal.
That kind of strategic clarity must have fueled growth. The numbers were pretty dramatic. The experienced team went from just 4 people to 15, and they're projecting 73 by 2025.
Yeah, huge growth. And that signals something really important for design professionals wanting more influence.
What's the takeaway there?
It shows that design was truly accepted as core to their business transformation. It wasn't just a nice-to-have or a cost center. It got real budget, real stability, because it was seen as necessary for how they operate and succeed.
Makes sense. But scaling that fast, that brings challenges too. Porteous offered some very practical advice for designers on the ground, didn't she?
She did. Crucial advice. You have to find your journey manager counterparts.
Counterparts. Okay, so these aren't necessarily other designers.
No, often they're outside the design department. They're the strategic business partners, maybe program drivers, business owners, people who understand the business deeply and can navigate the internal landscape.
So they handle the politics and the alignment needed to keep things moving.
Exactly. They ensure the work is, as she put it, persistent by design. They're the mechanism that helps secure long-term focus and funding based on that journey construct we talked about.
Yeah.
They stop the good work from just fizzling out when a project officially ends.
That sounds like a real playbook for making design stick and have lasting impact. But it also underlines a key reality check here.
Which is?
This isn't quick. This kind of transformation, especially in a place like KP, it's a long game.
Definitely. She mentioned it takes years. Think 5 years minimum. It demands patience, flexibility, constant adaptation. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
A marathon requiring real perseverance and that cross-functional teamwork?
Absolutely. But the potential payoff, as KP is showing, is fundamentally changing how people experience something as vital as healthcare. It's applying design principles to incredibly complex, high-impact systems.
A powerful example. We really hope digging into this helps you think about your own strategic conversations, how to make your design practice more persistent within your organization. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
Yes, thank you for listening.